Awesome. Cool. Cool. Excellent connection. All right. Looking like everything's up. Everything's running smooth. We're going to get a little bit of work done on the server today. It is early for me. And yeah. Everything. Oh, there we go. There it went. All right, cool. We're putting the backup art now. But yeah, it is early for me this morning. But that is okay. There we go. I'm used to waking up early anyways. And this morning it's just like one of those mornings where everybody's asleep. There ain't anybody on the server. We can get a little bit done maybe. Move things forward just a little bit more at the treasure hunt game. First things first, I got plenty of rockets to the E-chest, which there's an E-chest over at treasure hunt. But what we're going to do, we're going to go hit up Lavender's farm. Hey, Sheriff, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, this is probably what, midday for you? Oh, it's loud in here. There we go. Yep, morning. It is very early morning for me. Get out of there. There we go. There we go. We're gonna turn that down just a little bit. I'm doing some experimenting, working on my volume controls, stuff like that. Trying to debate if I want to keep this sound mixer or not. Not 100% in love with it, but it is a cheaper sound mixer. And I'm trying to see if I can actually get it to work well with my setup. If not, you know, I can always pull it out and I go back to the big, bulky wireless headsets. I like them. They sound good. But I'm just not 100% in love with just like wearing them all the time. And with these right here, the wired headphones, I don't have to worry about them ever running out of battery or anything like that. We need to turn this down maybe. Maybe that's good enough. Yeah, it's a lot better there. But I can control the volume easier on my end with this. I need to spawn. Where am I going? There we go. Oh. I say it spawned. This is actually Kelsey's portal. This was the main one to the nether roof. And now there's actually a spawn. A spawn portal now at the where I actually changed the what do you call it, the spawn location. Oh, don't get too close to this. There we go. So there's that. That's filled. Do we got any cobblestone anyways? 18. All right. There we go. And this should pick up now. Hey, thank you. There we go. All right. So we've got. I'll load that up. Do we have any? Yeah, we got some in here. We may give this a little bit of time to fill up. Well, it's got 64 in it. 35. All right. So yeah, it's still running a little bit. Now just I know I can't instantly link this to that without it being a pain. But I wish I would have done that, put that in consideration when we was building. I think we was just building them wild the other day on stream. But I don't know though, it's working pretty well. We got what, 9 off of that explosion? We get 9 to 10 off every explosion, so every about like 20-30 seconds we get 9 or 10 cobblestone. Yeah, it's faster to go mine it, but at least this way I can still work. Yeah, everybody in the household's asleep. Like, it is early. There is no daylight over here. Oh, I can mine this up now. Now, since I actually know how to use that, I used to never sign the books. I couldn't ever figure out why that would never work in my redstone. And now, since I know I have to sign the books, I use these things constantly. I always just sign it like redstone and I sign whenever I signed it. That way I actually know what's actually this is for. Alright. That's just cool. I just love that explosion in the background every so often. Alright, so what I need to do now. I was looking for gradients. Hey, thank you. That's cool, but we don't do. I mean, if that's what you are, that's fine. There's no judgment here, obviously, but this is like a full judge free zone, and yeah. Oh boy. No. Cool. Hey, what's going on? Thank you. All right. Let's see here. We got that. Just doing some work here. We are starting out building a pretty much a large gaming area. It's gonna be a room full of nothing but just like random junk, just random blocks, stuff like that. Hey, Sheriff, I would if I had my water bottle. I do not have my water bottle on me. It is actually in the house. Like, this is a very impromptu stream. I figured I'd just get a stream in since everybody was asleep inside the house. What I'm doing right now is I've actually got a screenshot on my phone that I need to send to my Discord. So that way I have the radiance that I'm looking for. That one. There we go. Alright, that. Share. So, if I ever have a recommendation for anybody, make yourself a Discord and be the only one in it. And what I mean by that is I have a Discord where I send screenshots, web links, YouTube videos. I write notes in it, and I'm the only one that's in it. But this way it helps me keep up with my own personal stuff. Like right now, I took a screenshot on my phone, and all right, cool. the other day, and now I've got it sent to my Discord, which now it's also my Discord's on my phone and also my computer. Well, yeah, I used to do that, but this helps me keep it organized now. So, like, I've got like different like channels on my Discord. I've got one for like finances. I've got one for Minecraft. Uh, just different things, and I can send it to whatever tab I need to, so that way I can kind of keep it organized. So like all my Minecraft stuff goes to my Minecraft tab, and so now all I got to do is just like alt tab to my server. I go to Minecraft server or my Minecraft stuff because I keep all my custom stuff in it, and then I got it just bam right there. I don't have to worry about it, scrolling through phones or my photos because there's thousands of photos on my phone. Just different screenshots, and that way it kind of keeps everything, helps keep everything organized and easily accessible. So like right now, I just clicked on the picture and I've got how I want to do this like gradient type deal. And so what we're doing, we're gonna make a giant. Basically, this thing's gonna have a giant, just like stone wall. And I wanted it to actually like, instead of just being like stone bricks from top to bottom, we're gonna build it as a mixed gradient. So that way, it kind of just has like a actual nice texture to it. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it being secure. I mean, well, one, it's gonna be hard to get into anyways without knowing how to actually like locate it. But two, it's not like I'm sending personal information to this. That's one thing I learned. Just don't ever send personal stuff on the internet. I guess that's just the old guy in me right there. Just those like, yeah, I've seen people get screwed over too much on that one. Just let's not do that. I think we all will make that mistake at least once. We're all gonna have something like identity, like our identity stolen or something like that, probably at least once. There's nothing that's ever gonna be 100% secure while you're online. You can do the best you can. You can also take the precautions, but it's impossible to say 100% secure 100% of the time. All right, so that's got at least the edge done. This thing is going to end up being huge. I can't wait for this to be done. I know a lot of people on the server are already looking forward to this. Oh, I can't remember how to make a stone cutter. That's not a crafting table. That is, there we go. Stone cutter. One word. You would think that would be two words. Stone and iron. Alright. I was hoping to have some just stone laying around here so I don't have to actually go get some, but maybe just, there we go. 1, 2, 3. I may need to go hit up the iron farm. I believe I am running low. Nope. Oh, one more. But yeah, that's one thing you always just gotta be careful about. Like, I believe 99% of the internet is good, but there's always that 1% that's gotta ruin it for everybody. Let's see here. We are going to make a bunch of these. And I think the only way you can get these cracked, if I'm not mistaken, is by going into the portals. Or a Phantom Thought, yeah. Yeah. Privacy is important. Like, anytime you do anything on the internet, like with me right now being on the internet streaming, that puts me at risk. That makes me a target. And it's something I've kind of accepted. It's because I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. I get to meet new people. Like for instance, Sheriff that's been in here, he's been watching me for a little while now. He's a good kid. I've got to learn about him a little bit. And then I've got to meet a lot of nice, good people. A matter of fact, it's even brought people I've made friends with over time. I like to try. That's the truth of it, and that is a lot of different things. Like far as you're gonna run. You run into like work is a good example of that. There's a lot of good people that you might work with, but there's gonna always be the couple. A few people that's gonna ruin it. Shopping. I don't know. Where you're from. If it's being this early, I'm assuming you're probably probably like Europe or Asia, who knows, but Australia, yeah, so, yeah, you got a lot of, but like with America, especially like holiday shopping, you got a bunch of good people, but you always hear about those the bad eggs that are just like ruining it for everybody. Like especially years ago, oh god, like Christmas shopping in the United States, like we get a holiday called Thanksgiving, and there's a holiday. Well, there's that holiday Thanksgiving, and that we celebrate here in the U.S. And then after that, there's the a shopping day called Black Friday, and it was horrendous. There were people getting killed for going like wanting to get the stores and getting just trying to buy like TVs real cheap because they were on sale and made absolute no sense. Oh, that scared me. I forgot that was on. There we go. I have another shovel. There it is at the end. I'm gonna have to repair my shovels before too long. I was using my 2 shovels to help dig all this out before. Mushroom. Awesome. All right, we can just, while we're here, bump. We'll just double our way back. Oh yeah. Kmart. That's something I have not heard in a while. Is Kmart. We used to have one here years ago, but they've pretty much went out of business. I'll just do it like this. No, I mean, it's not like I ain't gonna be going that high anyways. Got the first stones laid out. That makes me happy. Probably going to put the entrance probably like right in here. I'm not being too centered. I think actually hold on. 59. We'll break this one. And then we'll go 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just use the map, make my life simpler. Yeah, cool. That should be 10 blocks, and that should be pretty well centered too. Yeah, alright. So I gotta do some filling in work and stuff like that over here. That's the one thing about as far as when I level this place out, I got a bunch of dirt for fill. Huge objects inside the says now it's only 12 hour. I think it. Oh yeah, it really does. Like it's always just like the one, like a little less than 1% that's going to end up ruining it for the, you know, the 99.9% more. And it's an unfortunate thing, but it is the truth. There we go. I'll fill in some more of this while we're at it. But you just kind of, I won't say you have to look past those things, but it's an unfortunate truth, and you kind of have to accept it. Well, that's a little extreme, I will dare say. But I think there should be there should be a little bit better. Oh, I still got 2 stacks of this on me. It's it's easy to go to extreme, like, no, like, I won't say it's an extremist view, but more of an extreme like thing. But I think what we need to do is really analyze what's bringing that and it's causing this, and try to work on those things, because there's always going to be bad, but trying to reduce it, and that's what a lot of people don't want to do, is trying to take the time out and actually figure out, hey, what's causing this? Why is this happening? And what can we do to help prevent it, as far as, like, you know, is it a problem as far as with, like, the, you know, the education system? Is it the government's not, you know, holding people accountable? You know, like, you can always make the thing, like, far as the education system, like, especially the US, it's, you know, some aspects, you know, it's great. In some aspects, it's just kind of like, did I go too far? Yes, I did. Oh, well, mind that up. It's not the fact that it's not much of a help. It's just the fact that, you know, you gotta, I mean, certain things are only going to be a temporary fix, and you gotta find those long-term fixes. Like intimidation and stuff like that, it works for a little bit until people get tired of it, and it's been shown throughout history, especially like totalitarian dictatorships. It don't work, you know. People will eventually rise up. People will eventually get tired of it, and they will stand for themselves. What's there a stone button randomly out here in the middle of nowhere? Oh, this must have been whenever Kelsey died. Well, I mean, it could be said in the United States at certain times too, but at this now, you know, it don't. You know, well, like I can't say, you know, I can't comment far as the actual, like, political stature in Australia. And I usually don't try to go into political stances either, far as especially in the United States. But it there, I don't think far as like going to like in a very like extremist like one answer type deal is going to make things worse, because you're always going to have contradicting viewpoints on every item. It don't matter, and it's never the fact that one of them's going to be right, one of them's going to be wrong. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about on that one, but yeah, I don't have any clue on that one. But there's new news articles. Yeah, I'm not familiar at all with like the Australian news. All right, we got some more stone right there. We're gonna end up running out of stone pretty quick. This thing is not gonna be able to keep up. I'll definitely have to go AFK here. You know, with me being so far out, it's not keeping the chunks loaded either. Alrighty. There's gonna be certain things that are gonna have to be knocked down. I ain't too worried about knocking all these mushrooms down anymore. Like, I can get to them after I get further along if I want to, or that might even become part of the actual game itself. It's a possibility. Don't need that there anymore. Do I have any more dirt? No, I do not. Alright. I guess it don't matter where I start with this. But I'm definitely looking forward to having this like completed where people can play it. We do I make custom models in the game, and I'm gonna be doing a custom model for this where people are too. I mean, yeah, that you also got to keep in mind too is, you know, as far as your media outlets and stuff like that, you know, certain media outlets are going to cover things a certain way because they're wanting to attune to certain viewers. So that's another thing you kind of have to keep in mind also. Like, there's no ever clear-cut answer to like these type of things. I know I'm getting close to the edge. There it is. Now that's one thing I have also learned is, you know, there's never going to be just a clear cut, just like solution or like media response, because they're always going to try to appeal to whatever demographic that they're after. All right, who is that? Let me ask this. Let's just get on a totally different subject. Like, far as I know, you know, you tune in on the Minecraft channel, but like, I love how that just goes off every so often. Um, like, do you play like on any servers or anything like that? Do you do you play the game often, or are you just like watching people play and you don't get to play, or do is it a tough part of this? I thought it was. We may throw some tough out there and see what it looks like here in a second. Well, I understand that. That's how it was for me. Like, oh God, when was it we launched the server? I think it might have been like in November. Is whenever this server launched. This is basically season 2 of Chronicle Craft. And I got to play for a month, and then like in December, January, and February, I end up going to basically 12-hour shifts, and did not get to play, hardly got to stream, and yeah, it's just not a fun experience whatsoever. And then finally got to actually start playing again. We're going to break this one, and we're going to put that there, and then we're going to break this one, and then we're going to put some tough there. All right, we don't have, like I said, we don't have any cracked bricks. I wish I did. Stone, tough. Oh, we can use gravel too, couldn't we? Right, that's Andy's that. All right, that's stone. I thought I had some tough. Oh wow, that is the distance right there. It's something I get to enjoy. Like, this is one thing I kind of take out time to do now, especially since I'm streaming. But it was something that it started out for me as like far as like playing with the family, because this actually started out as my family's server. I used to have a computer that I would host this from, and everybody in my household has a computer of some sort. Like, I got really lucky starting out. Like, I ended up, I was at my Walmart and they got a clearance section and they had an actual bunch of like computers on clearance. I ended up buying 3 computers for like $75 a piece. And, so I ended up building this server for the kids to play on, and then the kids stopped playing, but me and my wife kept playing. And then we started adding in people that we've met and found that they played and stuff like that. So it's been, that is way too dark. I do not like that. No tough. Tough is bad. Boom. Gotta love that. We built that on a stream, and basically me and a guy that plays on the server run, we were having too much fun trying to build that from scratch. That's the more or less. I ended up dying, I think, once or twice because of the, like, I remember one time he turned it on and it was just like, look out below, and basically it was, instead of just like dropping one, it was dropping them just like too quick, too fast, because he had the timer too fast on it, and it just flooded down here, blew crap up everywhere, killed me. Yeah, definitely a fun experience on that one. I'll fix my phone real quick. I turned the screen off. I didn't mean to. There we go. Ah, really? But they're getting smart. The bots are definitely getting smart. People are programming them better. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, you just kind of just got to realize that it's going to happen, and it sucks. There's that. We're going to place that there. We're going to go there. There. And then... yeah, well, before I started streaming, I started getting into like researching far as like what made streaming popular, and then like, of course, like the whole COVID thing, people couldn't get out, so people were trying to like find things to do. And of course, whenever something starts getting popular and there's a profit to be made, people are going to find ways to do that. It's a very unfortunate thing, but it's a side effect of everything. And in fact, I am. It wasn't that obvious with my accent, was it? And the bad thing is that this isn't the worst Southern accents by any means. It's definitely not Kentucky. Yeah, it's definitely not Kentucky. Like, being from the South... like, I'm not from the deep South by any means. And, we get, like, I've got family that does live in the deep South. And they, like, they think, or some of them thought that I was actually from, like, the north of United States. Like, the bigger cities and stuff like that. Because I went and visited them one time. And, a bunch of their friends were hanging out. I was hanging out with my cousins, which are the same age as me. And some of their friends is like, yeah, we're going to go get hamburgers later. It's like, you don't know anything about hamburgers like this from, being up north. And I just kind of looked at him funny. And I was like, what do you mean up north? He's like, yeah, you're from up north, aren't you? I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm not that up north. He's like, what do you mean? It's like, dude, I'm from Alabama. And he's just like, oh. I was like, yeah, I'm not, like, you never heard of the actual northern accent, have you? He's just like, like, I've lived in an area that's actually got like more like northern, like it's more of a mixing pot type deal. And yeah, you get, the accents are totally different. And then, but they just didn't realize how like different Southern dialects are. All right, so yeah, it. I mean, there's always gonna be like differences and stuff like that, and it's always gonna be depending on like where you're from and what are the people that you're around. It like accents are always going to end up being different. Like the bad thing is though, like I probably couldn't tell you the difference in like Australian accents. I know there's going to be multiple different Australian accents, but I wouldn't be able to tell you. All right, cool. Double checking my YouTube real quick. I got an ad pop about to start up too. 4 main accents. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, the United States, there's so many different accents. All right, we're gonna refresh that real quick. All right, cool. Yeah, it's still good. All right, we're good. I'm dual streaming right now. I got a YouTube and obviously Twitch stream going on right now. There we go. Let's get Alt back in. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of stone so quick. So I got food somewhere. There we go. Hey, my bot went off. Bump, bump, bump. We was not gonna use tough. All right. Lebanese, Australian accent, or the West Indian, you get more cold down, New Southern, South, yeah. So that's like in the South and stuff like that. You got like I'll put it this way, like at one point in time when I was younger, I worked in a hello local aviator. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing well. You doing all right today? I got 2 streams going right now. I've got a Twitch stream. I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So some of the hold on, let me do this. At least that way YouTube can see that I got like a. There we go. This may not work. I forgot if my chat's actually linked up on this hook anymore. I don't remember. But hold on a second. I know I'll do. TEST. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. It's linked up. It's still linked up. So yeah, we got a conversation going on. As far as like accents and stuff like that. My Twitch stream, I've got somebody actually from Australia. There we go. So, and we was talking about as far as different accents. But yeah, I remember like I worked in a Chinese restaurant. You want to talk about like accents and like cultural shock? Like I worked in a Chinese restaurant and we had it was Chinese owners, of course. And in the kitchen, it was Hispanic cooks in the kitchen, so they're speaking Spanish. The owners are speaking Chinese. And now one day I remember like I couldn't understand anything, as far as like what anybody was saying, and I get the customers are coming in, and then I had this one customer, Southern, and he is speaking. But the best I could explain was hillbilly. Is like just like I couldn't even understand what he was saying. He's like, and I was just like, did you order an egg roll? Are we? Oh, it's like I was pointing at the menu. I was just like, I couldn't understand what he was saying. I was just like, lo mein, yeah, that's you. Lo mein, do you have a flat tire? I don't know what you're saying. It was pretty rough. Did I seriously auto mod that? Hold on. I'll allow that one. All right, there we go. All right, cool. So we're talking about like different accents. Like he was telling me about like the four main accents in Australia, and yeah, it sucks. I wish I could have YouTube on my Twitch. I wish I could interlock those. It would be nice, but I don't want to get killed. Evidently, YouTube may come after me if I do that. I know I got like just like almost your standard Southern accent. And that's what I've got. It's happening. Local area over there saying to talk to him. Hello. I am religious. I am Christian, but we don't do religion in the chat though. Like this is an open area. We don't do like pop anything like that. We try to keep it, where anybody can join, so that way everybody can have a space where they can talk and communicate. Oh, why do I feel like I'm about to get trolled on YouTube? Hence again, like I was talking about earlier about trying to make things in. My YouTube chat is, I won't say being, you can definitely tell this is, what, I don't know if they're bots or people doing like, yeah, see, they're not bots necessarily. Yeah, this is like, whenever you see something like this, it's one of two things are happening. It's whether people are trolling or there's people trying to spread the word of the as far as like this case Christianity, and like I'm not saying anything like far as like they're not being pushy or anything like that, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm hoping everybody can enjoy like the stream and stuff like that. It's just what me and Prostate Power on Twitch was talking about, as far as people coming into your like your streams and stuff like that, and like say for instance with Twitch, you got people that are bot or they're robots that they're advertising for websites and trying to get you like, hey, you ain't got many people talking, like why don't you go to here and pay me $20 and I'll have my bots come in and act like there's like your chat's getting it off, and that way it looks like there's people in your stream to make you more popular and stuff like that. Or there's people that come in and be like, supporting their like religion, their ideas and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, about as I hate to say this, but you're advertising your religion right now. I mean, advertising's more than just like far as like, far as yeah. So there's multiple people. Yeah, this is going to get interesting. If I let this continue on, but it's just the fact that anything like this isn't advertising. Your religion, you advertise for your, when you promote, advertise, it's the same thing for your, as far as like religion and stuff like that. And I have no doubt that these people don't have any, like, they're not meaning any harm. It's just the fact that they're just promoting and spreading the word of their religion. And like I said, this is not something that I want in my streams. It's not the fact that I don't, I'm Christian myself, but at the same time, there's people that watch this that may not be, and I want them to be able to feel safe and stuff like that and not being persecuted or pushed or anything like that. Which, as it said in the Christian, he without sin may cast the first stone, and I am definitely not without sin. I don't know anybody that is. Yeah, I mean, exactly, to each their own beliefs. And that's the reason why I want to keep religion out. It's because, I want to promote a good environment for people to feel welcome in, and hopefully make, influence people to, maybe potentially become better people, and that's for any religion. So, all right, well, we're going to get back to Minecraft, though. All right. So, yep, it is. I like playing it. Thank you for joining, by the way. I hope everything's going well for you. Do you get to play a lot? Ting Wong. I hope I pronounced that right. My accent's horrible. Well, yeah. Do you in Vietnam? Oh, hello, welcome. I think you're the first person I've ever had from Vietnam. Thank you for joining the stream. I've had a few people from Australia. Matter of fact, I got somebody watching on Twitch right now from. I have been playing Minecraft for 5 or 6 years now. This server has been, well, no, it's been longer than that, actually. Hold on. I've been playing Minecraft for probably 7 or 8 years. Yeah, we got Australia in the Twitch chat right now. We got England in the, if he's still here, in the Twitch chat. And we got all the way to Vietnam. I've had people from Turkey, in the Twitch chat before. Oh God, I can't remember. I used to be able to say hello and welcome in Turkish, and I can't remember to save my life what it is now. It's been so long since I've used it. It's literally been over a year now. That's another thing I do enjoy about doing these streams too, is whenever I get to, like, I'll start learning new languages and stuff like that. Like, I actually know a little bit of enough Spanish to get me into, I guess you could say, into trouble, or there's a cliff there. Yep, that happened. I get any more dirt on me? $10 years ago. That's one good thing about Minecraft too. Like, you don't even need a PC to play anymore. Like, it's so many different versions you can play as far as different consoles and stuff. I wish I could incorporate my YouTube chat and my Twitch chat without being in trouble. No, you play on Fridge. The bad thing is, though, I think there is fridges out there that play Minecraft, so I can't, like, if you would have said that 5 years ago that I'm playing Minecraft on a fridge, people would look at you stupid. Like, what are you talking about? And now you literally can play Minecraft on a fridge. On the Samsung fridge. Yeah. You can have refrigerators order food for you whenever you're running low. Like, I'm running low on milk. My fridge is going to automatically order that and have it delivered to my house. And that's crazy to me. Now, it's just like, I grew up. What got me in the uh, my son, whenever he was younger, he would play it, and I would watch him play, and it would make it actually. I used to actually, when I first hated Minecraft when it first come out, because my son would play it, and I would watch him play, and it would give me motion sickness. It really would. But he was all over the place. He was running all kinds of like different like add-ons, and I couldn't stand it. Honestly, could not stand it. And I would say probably, I'm trying to give a good time frame. It might have been about 8 years ago. Um, I need to walk over to closer to this to make sure that this one right here is firing off like it's supposed to. Oh, I got the chunk loaded in. Um, but I'll say about 8 years ago, I started watching Hermitcraft videos. Far as mostly like what got me into it was Mumbo Jumbo, because I was watching the camaraderie that they had on the server, as far as everybody playing together, people from all over the world. Same, yeah. Like, and I get to watch these people play, and then I watch Gren's live series. If you ever get a chance to watch any of Gren, his Minecraft channel, he hosts a thing called the live series where various content creators come together, and basically it's like a elimination. Like they're playing the game, and they got little things set up, and little like they make little storylines in the game, but basically it's last man standing. And if you ever get to watch any of the live series, I highly recommend them. He's the one that actually got you playing Minecraft. Yeah, so yeah, okay, you're familiar then. Like, if I had my water bottle out here, I actually have like one of the stickers from a couple. They're not the most recent one, but the one before, where me and my wife actually ordered a couple like you watched them all. I don't know. I watched like I think the last three. I don't know if I ever got watched like the first and the second one. But no, I think I watched the second one. It's hard to keep up with which one's which though, because how they named it. But yeah, it was like that's what really got me into playing Minecraft, because and that's what got me into, because I made the server because of it, because I want to be able to play with my kids. Like I got two kids, I got two step kids, and I got a couple other family members that played Minecraft, and I wanted to have that. I wanted to be able to come on to somewhere and play with people that I enjoy and be creative. And like literally like all these farms, like I've watched tutorials and stuff like that, but for instance, these farms here, every bit of it was built from memory. Like I didn't watch a tutorial. It's rather I learned it from a tutorial or I implemented my own design. And like these are definitely not set up to be perfect. They're not streamlined in. So I get to be creative and make my own like things. I get to automate my own stuff. Like this right here, my cobblestone generator, here. Like it's been running, and whoa, wow, that's actually a lot more than I expected to be in there, to be quite honest. And then of course I've got, this over here, which I don't know. I think I've been I'm out of chunk range on it. I think, well, no. No, evidently I'm not. It's filling in. There you go. I used to mess around with Raspberry Pis. Um, that's just. I guess I have been within range of that from time to time for that to keep running. Um, that's very ingenious. Like, you order food on your microwave. Like, it really it really puts in perspective. Like, I'm an older guy. I hide my age well because I've got this rich color beard that's just now starting to go gray. But like whenever I was younger, and you would tell me if you was to tell me that we would have the level of technology that we do now, and be able to pull off some of these stuff that like I said, play Minecraft from your uh, refrigerator and stuff like that, or the fact that like I remember my first computer, and I thought that was like the coolest and greatest thing, and now literally my phone has 1,000 times better processing power than it would ever have. And I remember like teachers talking about like you need to learn this math because you're not going to ever have a calculator always in your pocket, and now we literally have a calculator always in our pocket. It's just unfathomable. It really is. Carved pumpkin. Yeah, that's something. That sounds like somebody got something in the programming wrong. Then have my oh god, my first VC. I'll put it this way: my first PC had Windows 93. The first computer that I ever used was oh god, it was a Mac. I forgot what it was like, but it was the like literally it was like the monitor wasn't made into the computer, but it didn't have. It was before it had mice were like commercially available. The keyboard was made into the computer. Like the computer and the keyboard was all made into one. There was no mouse, and the computer set on top of it. Like the computer tower, which was actually just laid down. The computer tower is actually designed. It had like an indentation in it for the monitor to sit into it, and yeah, the only you had dark green background with light green font. And that was it. That's all it was. So yeah, I'm that old. But I do miss me some Oregon Trail. Remember playing that game while I was in school? All right, well, that's where we was at over there. We need there scaffold. No, I need that scaffolding there before you upgraded. Yeah, Vista wasn't that bad, but now, oh God, he's talking about far as he upgraded in 2019 off of Vista. Before he finally got off of Vista. You've seen one of those, yeah. You probably saw it in a museum. Yeah, you can just drop the battery out. Yeah, he's talking about like the old laptop designs where something's like somebody's trying to mess with his computer. You just pull out the battery. Yeah, yeah. That or like for instance, you could just swap the battery. Like if you're out or something like that, you could just do a quick save on it, and then just pull the battery out, and then put a new one in. Like I had my laptop, I had two batteries for it, but that's when I was like playing WoW. It was your grandpa? Yeah, it might as well have been a museum, probably. Scaffolding. All right. There's some more of it. I didn't realize it was dark. Good thing I'm on the Mushroom Island. Yeah, whenever I played WoW, I'll play at a buddy's house, and sometimes like if I didn't have it plugged in, I ended up like having to swap a battery out and trying to bring it back up real quick, and hopefully it didn't like completely exit all the way out. All right. My Windows on Vista ran better than some. Yeah, I believe it, and I appreciate that. Thank you. If you get a chance, drop me a sub. Then if you liking what you see, drop a sub on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it. Every little bit helps me on this one. I never took it very seriously up until probably I say late last year. And when my wife has kind of been pushing me to do it, she really wants me to like become like successful at this. So, but like going back to the whole PC thing, like my my PC, I built my PC and I built the last one that I had. Um, and I used to help build and work on computers whenever I was younger. I had a buddy that worked for a computer store, and if they got bad behind, they would bring me in to help them out and like do installs and stuff like that. And the problem is now there's so much bloatware on computers. Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, I would appreciate that. It don't bother me a bit. Like I tell people, like matter of fact, there's one of the girls that actually does content creation off of the server. I was on Twitch one day and something stupid happened, and she asked if she could clip it and put it on her channel. I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Like I do not care. The way I look at it, even if I'm like I did something stupid or embarrassing, the if somebody clips that and puts it on like their channel, that gives me advertisement. It don't bother me a bit. Yeah. As long as you're not pulling anything just completely out of context, and trying to be like spiteful or like demeaning or anything like that, which I don't think you are. So I appreciate that. Uh, Well, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like you could probably take a PC belt from like 20 years ago and you turn it on and it's gonna run. And one, yeah, they do have they have stronger gold contacts in them. And also another thing a lot of people don't realize is the fact that they don't produce as much heat as they do now. Like literally, I have a water like my PC is water cooled. All right, hold on a second. I'll show you the specs. There you go. There's my specs there. So you can see, this is actually a pretty functional PC. This has got one of the best gaming processors you can get out there. I got a 4070, you know, a crap ton of RAM. That's the wrong button. There we go. But this thing puts out heat, especially if I'm playing like any like intensive game, like a really intensive game. This thing starts warming up a little bit. I got lucky with mine. But it's I just so love that. I get distracted by that just going off every time. But but yeah, it's just they were built stronger back then. The context, they produce less heat. I don't think mine's on a TI. But yeah, it's just a different world. Like it could be that could be said with a lot of things though, like cars. Cars were built stronger back then. Oh yeah, sit around the gaming PC to keep warm. That's the thing. Like actually, like I've been basically building my own studio. Like I got like we live in what's called a single wide trailer. So yeah, that's how you know I'm from the South. I live in a trailer. You know, and it's trailers are the sizes of like small homes pretty much. But years All cars now are just tapped together with. That's what it seems like, anyways. But years and years ago, when my family first moved on this property, my dad built a basically it's just like this wood building type deal. He enclosed, it's like basically just like a one room type deal, but he insulated it, stuff like that. It's just like a room of a house, so it's just a one room. It's basically what it is, but there's no heating and air out, air conditioning out here. So yeah, my computer helps keep this room warm in the winter, which I actually put a couple of small little like heaters in here whenever I was streaming during the winter, which now, living in the South, it's already starting to warm up. So I don't have that issue anymore. But actually, before too long, I'll have to start actually like streaming with the door open for a while because it gets so hot in here. It just traps heat because of the insulation. Tuk tuk. I wanted to drive a tuk tuk. I have not got to drive anything like a tuk tuk. I have driven four wheelers, ATVs, side by sides. If you don't know what those are, you have to look them up. I've drove big trucks, small trucks, big cars. I've been in fast cars, but I have never got to experience a tuk tuk. I want to drive a tuk tuk. Those look like they would be fun. I would flip one. There's no question about it. I would end up flipping one, but it would be fun. I've seen videos of people having them and importing them in a Ford traveling right now. I bet there's so lot. You could do it. I believe it. What kind of Ford are you in? Are you like in an F-150 or are you like in like a Ford Taurus or are you on a Ford tractor? They in fact do make tractors. EcoSport. Okay. Is that hold on, I'm not for EcoSport. Is that like the van type deal? Like it used to be I think it used to be like a Econoline vans. I think that's what they used to be anyways. I can't remember for sure. It's been I've been out of the car game, the vehicle game for so long. An old Lamborghini tractor. That's funny how that became about too. The whole Ferrari crossover. Okay. But I can't remember exactly how it went, but the whole Ferrari Lamborghini thing, how one of them was talking about how bad the transmission was, the other one on it has over 3,000 miles. I can't say nothing. I drive an old Chevy pickup. Yeah, the guy with a deep southern accent drives an old Chevy pickup, but it's got like 220,000 miles on it. Which the car that we have, we got an old Honda Accord though, and it's got, oh God, 250,000 miles on it. I can't say nothing. I actually do have a tractor. I got a Massey Ferguson tractor that my dad had. That's been sitting in my garage for years, and I still haven't done anything with it. I need to get it back running again. That could help with some of the stuff. Rides feels faster than they still handpick. My dad used to farm. Like we only have like what's called in this area an acre. We got like 2 acres of land, and my dad used to use his tractor to actually like plow the backyard and plant like tomatoes and stuff like that. He used to do tomatoes, green beans, peas, okra, squash, which we still do. We're about to start. It's our planting season now, and we're actually about to start. All right, you go take care of that. But we plant like tomatoes still, We do green beans, and my wife does various other things. What she got into those chickens. We got like, oh God, 40 something chickens now, I think it is. Which I can't complain because with in America, I don't know about anywhere else across the world, but or speculate. I know in America the price of eggs have like skyrocketed. Bird flu ended up taking out some farms full stocks of chicken, and now the price of eggs have like they're like $8 US for like 12. So we are very lucky there to have our own chickens laying eggs. Matter of fact, my wife sells chicken eggs to other people for like what the price used to be, like $3 a dozen. And so she's kind of helping like people out, and that pays for her like chicken feed and stuff like that, and keeps us in eggs. I know. Are we out? Looks like we may be out. We may have to go smelt some. I wonder what this is at now. Oh wow, it's all right. Cool. But all right, that's quick. Um, but yeah, that's just bad. No, she like that used to be the price for around here, and especially because these are farm fresh eggs. They get the free range on our property and run around and just eat natural stuff, and so a lot of people are, you know, are that buys my wife's eggs because of just that. And compared to like some other people they're selling their eggs like that for like $4 or $5, a dozen or 12 eggs. So yeah, really, really can't complain, stuff like that. I'll do a quick status check on some stuff real quick on the stream. Everything looks good on this end. Everything looking good on this end. Awesome. I like it. So, all right. While that is going on, I may start working, and I know where my wall's going to end up being in. I got the outline of the walls going. I may grab some dirt, and we may go ahead and start working on one of the towers of trash. There we go. Awesome. Cool. All right. So, well, basically, if you're familiar, I may catch some slack on this one, but I used to have to. Oh wow, yeah, that's a different time altogether. I know, as far as like, I know I've learned some stuff, through our history classes and stuff like that, and like, yeah, I couldn't speculate living through something like that. All right, it's nice that you can still live on the same property, or where you used to live at. Oh, I could believe it. It was bad for everybody. Bad for y'all, and then it was bad for our military for having to go through some of that stuff. Would be a good weed killer, yeah. That's a very American thing to say right there. How do you kill your weeds? With a flamethrower. All right. Let's do an outline. I want to do an outline real quick. All right. So if you're familiar with the Harry Potter games, but the books, movies, and stuff like that, when they fall, because with napalm, yeah, napalm though, it's very hazardous. It was hazardous, obviously how they used it, but it was also hazardous because of how it's made. It killed the people who were using it also. So yeah, that's just not good altogether. Um, so how big I want to make this side? Because I want to do that, then I want to make probably like another one. I may do like kind of like built up against the walls. So maybe like something like this right here, maybe. So if you're familiar with I'm gonna try this again, the Harry Potter books and stuff like that, there's the Magic Star Wars movie. Yeah, basically, it's a good. That's actually a good analogy of that. Um, there's the what they call the room of requirement, and like when you see it in the movies, it's like this massive room where you can't see the walls because it's so big, and literally it's just piles of stuff that people have hidden into it. Like it's just towers of like anything. It really could. Hey, the way they're getting hotter and hotter, you probably actually could. Like before too long, they're gonna be putting off enough like power where you can actually literally heat a room with it. Like successfully heat a room. All right, there we go. I don't have any more dirt on me. All right, that's a start. Like this thing's gonna go up pretty tall too, so these may need to actually come out because to make it look good. Yeah, we need to see how tall we're gonna make this thing. What's gonna end up being a good height? Because I want these things high, like very tall. I want some of them to look like mountains. But we're basing the design principle off of that. I don't need dirt. We need. Yeah, I've heard about things like that. As far as like the like hiding tunnels and stuff like that, and like I'm not much of a history buff, but I know like they would. I mean, you would like far as how the things like you would have to find like very creative ways of hiding stuff like that. I'm gonna end up getting caught by that thing one day again, like hopping down in there, and I'm gonna get blown up by my TNT. Yeah, this is not feeding fast enough. All right, so I'm in a conundrum. I'm definitely not getting enough fuel to smelt for what I'm getting. Yeah, you can't see it in that direction. Yeah, it's like you'll be able to see it all from here. It's going to depend on how big I want to build these mountains of trash. That's what people have been bringing and donating random odd stuff so I can actually start filling in. Like, we're going to make like a bunch of different crafting tables. And then, where's my axe at? There it is. One day I'm going to actually make my own tools. Your first YouTube was about what? Am I still streaming? Yeah, I'm still streaming. I just thought, why did I lose connection to the server? Back to server list. It shouldn't have been time for the reset. And then switched it into YouTube. First channel. Oh wow, that's crazy. Well, okay, well, what's your YouTube channel about now, Aviator? How did you get up there with a big ass anvil? Oh god. Yeah, I don't know how you would get that. That took some strength to get an anvil up that high. I bet so. First channel was YouTube. I can actually my first YouTube channel was not Minecraft actually, or I can actually say that too. But well, yeah, if I would look at your team title, I probably could have assumed that one if I would actually, with be using my brain. Yeah, I could definitely see that, especially if he fell out trying to get that envelope, he wouldn't be able to tell it, or if he used it, nobody. Yeah, I can definitely see that. My first channel was Pokemon pack openings. Pokemon trading card pack openings was my first YouTube channel. Um, and that's back when you could actually find Pokemon cards. If you're into Pokemon cards, you can't even find them anymore. So, are you a pilot also, or do you just follow like different aspects of aviation? And if you are a pilot, what kind of plane do you fly? I have been in a plane only 3 times in my life. I have been on a mid-sized or two different like mid-sized like jets as far as like actual commercial like Delta jets, and I have been in a single prop. I think maybe like a Cessna. I think it was. It had basically it sit up to like 4 people, 4 or 5 people, two in the front, and then like there was like a bench seat in the back. Dream is to be a pilot. Have you looked into actually taking classes to get your pilot's license? The reason why I asked is because like a neighbor that of mine that used to live next door to us, um, he actually had his pilot's license. He was a management for like local meal, so he had expendable money. He was pretty well off. He and lived well below his means. So he was able to actually buy him I can't remember what kind of plane he had. You have? Do you have like a local airport you can actually take them at and stuff like that? Like we as far as yeah, don't do that. Don't drink and fly. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and fly. Don't drink and boat. I've seen bad things come out of boating and drinking. Don't drink and do anything that requires any type or machinery. Let's just be clear about that one. Um, we but we have a local airport. And it's big enough to fly like or big enough to land and take off smaller jets. Um, but they actually offer pilots classes there. You have to pay for your fuel and the time for your instructor and stuff like that. But it's like reasonably cheap. I think it's like a few $100s a class. And that's how he got his license. And his son, which is actually a close friend of mine, is my best friend growing up. I think he ended up getting like halfway through the classes before he ended up just stopped taking them. Oh, there you go. So there's an okay. So you actually have like actual flying academy. Okay, that's cool. Like with us, the airport actually like does it because it's a local owned airport, and they have like their own plane stuff like that that you get that they teach out of. Oh, me. I gotta sit a little bit different. I'm gonna see if I can sit Indian style. My ankle is killing me. Don't get old, people. Don't get old. Ting, you probably can, test that at. Which you're probably got better health than I do. With Huge and satellite dishes and watching Bugs Bunny. He thought he was Bugs Bunny. That would explain why he would do that. That would, yeah, I could definitely see that. He thought he was Bugs Bunny. That's crazy. That's awesome though. Thank you for sharing that story. That's something I thought about once before whenever I was like younger and my buddy was doing his classes because I thought about doing it also, but I just never had the expendable money at that time. And then whenever I did become, or whenever I did have enough expendable money to do something like that, I just never, I don't guess it interested me anymore after that. All right, man. Take it easy. Thank you for joining. Like I said, if you can, don't forget to sub. That way, if you ever do get a chance, you can find me easier. Appreciate you joining, though, man. It's definitely been fun talking to you. But yeah, I could have been a pilot. It would definitely been different, but I just would never, I never would probably take the time out to actually use it. I've got so many different things that, as far as like certifications and stuff like that, very dangerous. Never drop an anvil from a 2-story. Don't drop it. You don't want to drop an anvil from 5 feet. You drop an anvil from here and on your foot, you're gonna lose a foot. Yeah, don't ever drop it. Just don't drop an anvil. That's like drinking. Don't drink and use machinery, and don't drop anvils. Oh god. All right, we are. Oh, you have been suffering. Oh, cool. Oh, well, I did not know that. That's actually cool. I actually got to meet somebody that's been subbed to me for a while. That's been watching me for a while. That's awesome. Thank you for that. That actually makes me happy because you get so many people when you start getting people subbed to you. You don't ever get to meet these people. You never get to talk to them or anything like that. And that's one of the reasons why I started streaming on YouTube is so that way maybe I'll have the opportunity to actually meet some people that's been subbed to me. So yeah, thank you for that, man. I greatly appreciate that. That that's actually been one of my goals streaming through YouTube is to actually be able to actually meet people that's been like watching me. Dark humor. You gotta. Sometimes I almost dare say it has to be necessary, and especially in those bad times, because that actually brings people. That can bring people together. Like I remember watching something on YouTube, oddly enough, and they was talking about as far as the military and how they use dark humor to like actual like come together and bring their brotherhood together. Because if it wasn't, for that dark humor, it would just, they wouldn't have that little bit of happiness and laughter in their life. So I can definitely see how you have to have dark humor, especially in those bad times. Maybe that guy will get his pilot's license. That'd be cool. He'll come back and tell me the story. He took his first his pilot's license. Oh, good thing there's not a cliff on this side. All right. Let's see here. That's crazy. That is straight up crazy. Nothing but a whip. Building a wall. Oh wow. Yeah, let's keep the racist thing out of the chat though. Let's not go that far with it. Last thing I need is YouTube on me. All right. There's that and that. All right. What American delicacies do we have? Oh god, that's hard to say. Like American we don't really have our own delicacies. Like the way like it is in America, we have a mixture of a lot of different cultures. Um in the United States. It's there's not much that we can really call our own because most of the people like deep fried squirrel. I don't know about squirrel. I know now there's some areas in the South that do eat squirrel. Matter of fact, my dad, whenever he was a boy, he used to squirrel hunt for the family, so that But I would say I haven't had it myself. But one of the things in this area that some people would say would be like frog legs, fried frog legs. We Hey, some rum's actually getting on. Uh, he may actually join the stream too. But bitten is pan fried water snake. Um, I've heard of people eating snakes, but not very often. Um, I would frog legs would definitely be one of them. Now, when you start getting into like the deeper south, they'll eat just about anything. Possums, raccoons, eat live snakes. Oh wow, nope, not me. No, thank you. I'm a very picky eater. My food palate is not very big. Um, Most of what I eat comes from hamburgers, chicken, pastas, pizza. Yeah, my diet is not very good. It's chicken nuggets and chips. Yeah. Whenever I was younger, that was it. Yeah. It's gotten better now, but it's still not very good. I try to eat. I'm trying to get it where I eat healthier now. I want to eat better. My health's not bad, but it could be better, and that's one of the things I want to work on is getting my health better. And I need to start. I've been eating better, not great, but I've been eating better foods. That's something that like me and my whole family need to work on. Boom. God, I love that. Yeah, that's something that we've been working on too, especially like with the kids. Some of the kids are picky eaters. Some of them will eat anything, but some of them, what's up? Um, I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Ooh, that's nice. Yep, that could all be used. I know all will be used. I'm actually started working on the walls. The smelter's not fast enough though. Um, but yeah, that's something that we've been trying to do is working on like ways of cooking stuff like that and getting better foods in our food palette. So it does. It needs it. I could, but I don't know if I want to build something that extravagant. I've thought about just making another, like a couple of more, like push and pushers like that. I said this is why I like original cooking. The vegetables are basically made of the soft mushy and curl sausages, potatoes, carrots. That's the thing. I have a thing again. I can't stand mushy food. Like, yeah, my chat, both my YouTube chat and my Twitch chat have been firing off all morning. Um, but yeah, like I can't stand mush. The extent of mushy food I can eat is like mashed potatoes. But if it's like really mushy food, I can't eat it. Not mushy per se. Like I have a very I have a texture thing. Like there's like foods that if it like depending on the texture, if it don't feel right, I just yeah I can't eat it. Ooh, yeah, I'll take those. No, pistons do not need to go in there. Oh, I just lost pistons in this chest. I think I got to add going. Yep. It's like a mashed potato. I could deal something with like a mashed potato as long as it's got like a thicker consistency. Door. That one's full. That one's still not. There we go. Ooh, I'm gonna put that chest down right here. There we go. Yeah, I've got people from. You know the snake? Yeah, I know the snake gummies. Yeah, I've seen them before. We've got people from the or chat right now from all the way from Australia to Vietnam to America. You live in one of those when you bite the head off. You do that with the live ones. Yeah, that. See, that's the thing. Like that was like if for your culture, that probably that's probably not maybe normal or something like that for your culture. But here in the U.S., that would be crazy. Like to see somebody do that in the U.S., they would be like, "What the?" and just like think that would just be like the craziest thing ever. Yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. That's yeah. There's some cultures that eat like the spiders and stuff like that, and to watch somebody do that in the United States, that they would think you're crazy. Literally think you're crazy. Prostate power. I really hope you're not talking about first botna. Put Vegemite over pancakes, however. I don't like. I've heard of Vegemite. I know my wife. I think my wife's ate it, but I've never seen it. I've never. I know I've heard of it. I think I've seen a picture of it from the jar, like the jar or something like that. But I have no idea what that is. Yeah. That thing just okay. I thought it dropped two, but this is the way I guess I was looking at it. I was just like, how did that drop two pieces of TNT? If you eat it because you're beginner, it spreads a lot. It's a butter on toast and a thin layer of Vegemite. So what is Vegemite? What does that taste like? Is it like a? I would assume it'd be like something vegetable based because it says veggie in it. Crushed up. Okay. My question is yeast extract. Oh, okay. My question is how do you know what crushed up bugs taste like? I don't think I ever ate a bug. Well, I know my chickens eat bugs, but I eat the meat from the chickens. I mean, yeast extract, red food dye. Oh, that is something actually that the United States has done right for once. There is I forgot, it's a red food dye of some sort. That one just fell straight through. All right, red food dye has bugs in it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's actually got bugs in it. Um, yeah, dye 40. But yeah, the U.S. finally, I think it was dye 40, but they finally, or whatever the was that a lot of countries have banned that one dye. The United States have finally put a ban in on it, even though it's going to take like 4 years for it to go fully implemented. But the United States finally actually put a dye on, or ban on using that dye on food. I figured you'd be asleep by now. Oh, oh, speaking of hats, I finally, they taste like prawns. I never ate a prawn. You know, cockroaches, they taste like prawns. I never ate a prawn. I've never ate a cockroach. Like, I know that's something actually some people in the US. Yeah, I didn't know it. Yeah, I haven't intentionally ate a cockroach. I'll put it that way. You try shrimp? Uh, yeah. Oh yeah, there's definitely cockroaches in processed food. Ting Wan said like, have I tried shrimp? Shrimp and cockroach taste similar. Now I have had shrimp. Did you just throw me the hat? Uh, no. I don't eat it. You can keep that hat. Oh, but no. Yeah. I had to go back in. The texture is what gets a lot of people. Oh, I bet so. I bet the texture would be like rough. Like all that, how that hardened exoskeleton, that hard shell, how crunchy it would be, and like mushy on the inside. But no. Rum sent me some stuff for an axolotl hat that he found, and I have. It's like potato chips, but not fully cooked. Yeah, I don't know about all of that. But yeah, I worked on that earlier this morning. I finally was able to get that hat retextured, figured out how to do that, and then I started trying to get it to save. I couldn't get it to load with the texture through the game file, and now I finally got it where it is should be ready. Um, I actually sent something into the Discord. I have found a. Why are you playing that? Oh, uh, I can program just a little bit. As far as with Minecraft mods and stuff like that, or like putting stuff into the game, I can do a little bit, just a little bit. But but yeah, I put it in the Discord to see what everybody thought about this. There's a way to link required resource packs. Oh, that's cool. I'm just now starting to learn how to mod myself. But see what everybody thought about it. It's not that it's required; it just prompts you whenever you join, if you don't have it, to be able to download it. Yeah, it's something. Ever since I started actually doing the server, is I've been learning actually how to implement as far as mods and doing like building the resource packs itself. It's it's definitely been a learning experience for me. That's for sure. Like making sure the mods go on the server properly and the resource packs. I use Blockbench. That's what I've been using. I've heard of M Creator, but actually I'm gonna write that down But I've been wanting to check that out, and I keep forgetting to. There we go. All right. I keep a notepad on my computer, so that way when if like I get in these conversations, or if if I fall down a rabbit hole of research, Visual Studio, yeah. I like Blockbench. Blockbench, it's easy to start out with, and I like to get better familiar with it so I can build better hats. Like the hat that I'm wearing now, I actually built it in Blockbench. And the hat that Rum had that he was wearing earlier was my first prototype of this hat. But yeah, it's something that we've been adding to this server to give it a little bit more character, to make it a little bit more like the Hermitcraft server, stuff like that, stuff that they have. And like I'm gonna end up making a custom model whenever we get the game going and everybody gets to play. There's gonna be a trophy hidden out there, and it's gonna be a trophy that I want to custom model for the server also. Oh god. All right, let's see where we're at with over here. Oh god. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, there's certain things that don't need that don't need computers. Toilets don't need computers. Just it don't need to happen. That is the wrong one. There we go. There we go. There we got it. There's plenty of other ways. Nintendo Switch, Steam Decks, laptops. Get out of my Twitch chat, bot. Is that going all the way around? I don't know. Yeah, that's something we actually don't have in the United States. Or bidets. I don't know why. I think we should. But we don't. Yeah, actually, yeah, because, I mean, it's actually, it helps, like, align your track, your tracking everything. So that way you can actually, it's a lot better for you. It's just like, that's how the human body is designed to do. I want to do more of a mountain. Like, I know I want a big one to block line of sight from the back. So I'm thinking maybe about like right in here. Yeah. We're going to see what. Like, this is going to end up being. This boutique. I've never heard of it. Toilet paper with water and use more efficient, uses less poo tickets. I love that so much, and I don't know why. Tina Wong on YouTube said we're talking about actual like toilets and bidets and stuff like that, And she's like, "Yeah, easy fix. Wet your toilet paper with water, and that uses more efficient and uses less poo tickets." Yep. I'm gonna. If we ever run out of toilet paper in the bathroom, I'm gonna ask Lavender for poo tickets. Bum nuts. Yeah, yeah. Dingleberries as an eggs. No, I have not heard that as an eggs. Oh yeah. Oh no. Bum nuts. Yeah. Um. God, my wife calls them something. Um. She calls them butt nuggets. That's what she calls them. Okay, so you actually use the term poo ticket in Australia? So okay, so it's actually evidently the U.S. is behind on this because Australia calls it Vietnam and Australia both used the word poo tickets. We need the Brit. We need the Brit on to see if they use the term poo tickets now. You learned poo tickets when you went to Australia? Oh, okay. So you learned it from Australia, and prostate power is actually from Australia. So that could explain a little bit. Maybe in this Australia thing. It's definitely not a United States thing. I have never heard the terminology poo ticket. This may need to be bigger. We might end up making this bigger. The Bogans there use a lot of weird terms. I think that's going to be anywhere that you go. You're going to end up finding um different and weird terminology. Like we have people from we've got people from England, Sweden. We had somebody here from Australia once before. Several from the United States. And like we have a Discord that we all partake in, and especially Rum and Kelsey, and she's from England, talking about far as different like names for food and stuff like that. What is this? That's a lot of stone. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'll definitely if you're dropping that off, I will definitely use it. All right. In South Australia, one time a guy came up to me whenever I was working at the deli and working for Visa for 2 weeks, helping a friend, and the guy asked me for little boys. That's what they called cocktail franks. Did you catch that? Yeah, yeah. Prostate on Twitch is like, yeah, we use that term in Australia. I don't think we could get away with that in the United States. We couldn't do it. No, they're talking about calling like cocktail franks little boys. Yeah, it just wouldn't. Yeah, yeah, you probably would get shot in the U.S. for that one. It would not be good. You probably you walk into a store and ask for little boys, you're probably gonna get arrested. Oh god. What time is it? Oh wow. It's almost time for me to start. Oh no! I just ripped the headphones straight from my ears. There we go. There. Oh boy, this has definitely been an interesting stream. I've enjoyed today's stream. I've got to learn some things. It's like the word thongs here. Yeah, I have heard that one before. Um, yeah, thongs in the U.S. is basically very skimpy underwear, and in Australia, it's actually I think what we call flip flops. I still like hearing that go off in the background. Just all of a sudden at random, you get like that little explosion. Oh me, what time? What time is it? All right, it's been a 2 hour stream. Went to America. She had a daughter. Oh, I bet so. Oh God. Yeah, yeah. I could definitely see that being like a thing right there. Oh God. I never would have thought about that. Sometimes I have people from work to ask me about my streams, and whenever next time I go to work, I'm gonna actually bring that up. A tidbit that I learned. Yeah, I would definitely say so. That's what they were talking about. We are talking about that the whole thong incident. Tickets. Lots of people arrested. Yeah, I think that could go without saying though. Um, like a friend of mine, he's Mexican. He was born and raised Mexican, came to the U.S. and everything. And me and him was talking, and he's talking about wow, stupid bot. They're actually been pretty frequent tonight. There we go. Um, but we was talking about far as like the premium. I'm so using that. Um, but we were talking about far as like even like I think it was Guatemalans, and far as like they use the same basically the same language, but different stuff means like same words mean different things in their languages. And basically you can go to Mexico and use a phrase and it means like, hey, what's up, man? Basically, you know. And if you go to Guatemala, it is a very homosexual thing to use that terminology and a very vulgar, you know, just like not good terminology in Guatemala. And you have to be there's several things that are like that, and you have to be very careful what you say to who and what country and what dialect. So and like, yeah, I mean, like some places you get you arrested or even worse, depending on how bad like the social structure is actually at. Now this, I think this is going to end up needing to be bigger. Maybe not. All right, we'll run with it. We still got to figure out how big this place is going to end up being tall too. We're going to just make a bunch of stone bricks, and then we'll knock them out as we actually make texturing for it. You got tickets here and stuff, yeah. I saw. Hold on, let me read that. I once saw a guy with toilet paper taped to himself in the COVID time. That said, you got poo tickets on yourself, mate. Oh god, I'm gonna so be using that from now on. Matter of fact, I might do something stupid, like where the toilet paper is, like where we store all of our extra toilet paper. I may make a sign for it and just tape it to the door that says poo tickets. That way my kids will get annoyed with me. Guys, you have made this a very interesting stream tonight, and I am greatly appreciative of that. I have enjoyed these conversations. I'm going to have to start streaming at this time frame more often. This has definitely been fun. There we go. There we go. Sigma and Skibidi. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I got two younger kids, and they'll go around the house saying Skibidi, Skibidi, and then whenever you start doing it, they're just like, "Why are you doing that? Stop!" And it's like, "Well, it's annoying when you do it, so I'm going to start doing it to you." Oh god. All right, I need to learn something. So, I'm assuming you speak Vietnamese or so how do you say? Oh nope, I didn't mean to fall. Yeah, and I say that is a problem too. It's sort of like, yeah. So, how do you say? Yeah, the Vietnamese or Vietnamese. How do you say hello in Vietnamese? I want to come away learning a different. Exin Chow? Was that correct? Exin Chow? Shin Chow. Oh, okay. So XIN is Shin. Shin Chow. So that's how you say hello. I want to write that down. That way, if in case I ever get, if you ever come back, I'll be able to say hello to you. Shin Chow. I'm gonna write. I wish I could remember how to say hello in Turkish. I don't have to look that up. It's gonna bother me. But I'll. And it's actually XINCHAO pronounce. You speak Turkish too? How many languages do you speak? How is it that you say hello in Turkish too? Marhaba, yes, right. Marhaba. I could have swore he taught me something else. You speak 10? Oh, wow. You could be a translator for like anywhere then. I know it sounded something like that, but. So obviously you speak English. You speak Turkish, Vietnamese. I'm assuming you probably speak oh god, what is if I had to assume, being from that in those regions, probably Chinese, probably oh crap, what is the main Chinese dialect? Mandarin. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Do you speak Spanish? That's the only language I know a little bit of it. Like we have a large, even though I'm in the United States, in southern United States, we actually have like a large Hispanic culture here. And one of my jobs, it helped. Actually, I was in retail. ¿Cómo estás? Ah, bien, bien, ¿y tú? Mandalorian. Ghost in Las Sombras. Ah, so Spanish. All right. You don't actually. I know a little bit of Spanish. Just me comprende muy poquito español. Uh, like the like I worked in a auto parts store and I had to learn. I was learning Spanish through it. But that's the only like second language I can. I'm not even good at that because nobody speaks it here. That'd be like speaking like if you speak Vietnamese here, nobody would know what you're saying. I don't know if anybody from Vietnamese ancestry at all in this area. I know there's very little Chinese. There's very little any of Asian culture in this area. Mostly here, it's there's are mostly just like just English, American and Spanish. Like, there's a pretty big Spanish culture here. Oh me. Well, guys, but as I hate to say it, I think it's about time for me to wrap up the stream. Yeah, Rome lives up like up north in the New York area. So I know he's experienced, or he gets all kinds of different cultures up there, being the hub of the United States that it is. He's probably tuned in on the streams while he could say, or he's listening in on it. But yeah, guys, I think it's the time for me to log off. Oh yeah, definitely will. Um, I need to get my day actually started. Me and my wife, it's got a lot of things planned for today. But I appreciate everybody joining in, taking part in the chat. Today's been great. I've definitely enjoyed it, and I hope to see everybody back again. Make sure to follow or subscribe, depending on which platform you're watching, so that way you can join back in. I'm definitely looking for another like conversation like this again, guys. Everybody be safe, take it easy, and definitely looking forward to seeing everybody later. Goodbye.